Welcome back to Algebra 1, Chapter 5, Section 4. We're talking about lines and graphs. Woohoo! So I really like this one. This one should be short, and because I'm going to direct you to another video. It'll make sense in a second. Alright, so when you are graphing what is called scatter plots, which means you're not just doing math, you're doing science. That's why I like this one, right? You get data, and so here's some data all together on this graph. You do not, to draw the line, start playing connect the dots. No. What you do instead is you take your straight edge, I lost mine, you'll have to pretend, and you just sort of draw a line somewhere in the middle. I love things like that, just draw it somewhere in the middle, okay? Now, nowadays, of course, we would use computers, and the computer would do a really good job of drawing the line in the middle. But otherwise, if you're in my science class, we're just going to draw a line somewhere in the middle. Now, we don't call, in math, we are very geeky, and we use big words. So we don't call it guessing a line wildly somewhere in the middle. That does not sound very smart of us. So it has a very important name. It is called interpolation. I know you're laughing at how geeky that is. Guessing a line somewhere in the middle, interpolation. Alright, and so when you have your data, you can make your line where it goes up, and that is called having a positive correlation. Your line could go down. Guess what that one's called? You're right! It is a negative correlation. Or you could have no correlation. Dots everywhere. No line to draw. Now, your book goes through and tells you the old 1987 way of trying to then figure out a slope and figure out the y-intercept and make up a line. Nobody does that anymore. It is 2020. We got to embrace the future, and our calculators will do it for you. So there's another video, the Calculator Lab video, and it is called, what this is called, where you put in the data and it gives you the line, it's called a linear regression. Now, you're thinking, I'm not going to be a scientist. This is not important. I don't really need to learn this. Oh, contraire, you are wrong. The beauty of the linear regression is, remember that problem we did that was a little bit of a pain, if we must be completely honest, where we were given 2 points like 2, 6 and -1, -4, and we had to go in and figure out what the line was. We figured out the slope, and then we put that in, and we picked a set of points, and then we solved for B, and then we finally got the equation. Guess what? You can take those 2 points, put them in your calculator, and hit the right button for linear regression, and it will spit out the formula for you. That alone should make you love your TI-84 graphing calculator with great love. Okay, it does me. This problem is in college. When you take college algebra, you will do this problem, and this calculator will cheat and do it for you. It's not cheating because the college professors have all agreed that you're allowed to use this calculator as far as you know how to use it. The problem is most people don't know how to use it beyond add, subtract, multiply, divide, sine, cosine kind of stuff. So you need to watch all my Calculator Lab videos. Make sure you do them. Make sure you understand them. Then you will be a calculator whiz, and you will be able to use your calculator, and it will make your life so much easier. So much easier. When my oldest son was in college, and he was taking college algebra, and you know, he had me for a mom, and he knew how to use his calculator, and he'd been learning his calculator, getting to be a calculator wizard, and it was the final exam, and the student came in and had bought the calculator but was trying to not open it and use the buttons through the plastic so they could return it, because the things cost a crazy amount of money. And so they're sitting there, and they've turned it on, and they're taking a look at it, and they lean over to a kid in class and go, "How do you use this?" It takes hours and hours and hours of training to know how to use that calculator. So you know, the person just shook their head, you can't cheat in a test, you can't talk, and then they just got real frustrated, the person with the calculator, and threw all their books in and stormed out, taking their 0 on their final exam. So don't be that person. You're going to know how to use your calculator. You need to use it from now until you're through with college, and then if you don't go into science and math, you can sell it if you want to. But other than that, this calculator is going to be your friend in physics, chemistry, all your math classes. I want to say maths the way the British do. All your maths, and it's really important. So watch those calculator videos. Math is fun and the calculator is extra fun.